Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is The Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager 2019, Career Mode, episode number 24. Middle of May. We still have a very, very busy schedule, though it has tapered off slightly from where we were previously. We were solid 2 races almost daily, consistent throughout. You can see that's still the case for this week on the calendar. But beginning next week, we're down to 1 single race, just a few days. Following week, 2 races, and that's covering most of the week. So that's still a busy one. But then the week after that, and as we end the month of May, we have a few one-day races. We do have one day doubled up, and then we begin the next week with just one. So that's thicker, but there's 3-4 days in between. Then we have 2 races here that's going to occupy a good chunk of the team. But then all of a sudden it lightens up. 1 race for over a week. 1 race. And that's a youth one. Only need 4 riders to it. And then national championships. Not everybody's going to be involved. That's only 2 days. So as we push from May to July, you can definitely see the calendar thinning back out slightly. But I've done my best to remanage everyone, their training schedules and so on, so that they don't suffer any fatigue along the way, so they can get through their schedule. So managing this carefully, at least until that beginning point of July. And again, you can see we're still a lot of 5-6 rider races throughout. Couple sponsor objectives coming up. We always have 7 for those. 4, 5, 6 national championships, sending just 1 rider. So yeah, it's still difficult, it's still busy, but of course you've seen the results from us busy, dominating the Continental rankings and very much up there in the Super Prestige rankings. We're getting a lot of opportunities, and we're taking advantage of a lot of opportunities. We've got this kind of one final super busy week here before it tapers down slightly. And let's go ahead and get into it. So first up is the Berner Rundfahrt, and Narvaez and Barta and Owen and Ooms all up there on the favorites. Not that punchy though, so a little surprising. I guess the undulation should thin it out, but I certainly have the guys to get through that. I'll see at the end of the stage when it really gets down to maybe 30 riders or something.
The fact that there is a breakaway, given that the pack has increased its speed.
Final 35K, getting pretty close to the end. Peloton's down to 38 riders. We're chasing 5. The lead's down to 1:40. I've had to lead the Peloton the entire way as I have the favorites. We're on the biggest climb for the final time right now. Vashek has been one of my guys doing most of the chasing, and you can see he is now done. He's at the end of his rope. The pace still isn't that hot. Ooms on the front at the moment, and Ooms just riding at a 71, but we're going to start stepping that up here as we approach the end. That breakaway now just 1 minute away, so getting awfully close to them. It's time to inflict a little more damage on the Peloton if we're going to thin this field out. But Owen, Narvaez, Barta, those are the favorites.
There's an attack in the group at the front. Falling behind. A team leader is falling behind.
So we'll set him to a 76 for now. Let's go ahead and use his gel because he's not going to last much longer at the pace he's now pushing. Yes, he's on auto. Good. Far back is he? At a little over 2 minutes down already. Adds up pretty quick. 4 riders off the front. By the way, not all of those are the original breakaway riders. As we've gotten a little bit closer here, we've had a few new riders replace some of the original riders in the break, aiming for a little bit of a late break type move as Ooms is running out of energy here. Here comes the attack.
It's an attack.
Bax, De Jong have already tried to get into breaks, but Ooms is now done. So, do we put Logan Owen into the chase? Down to 17k here. And really, I think I need to just... 17k, it's a bit far out still, but it's the only way this is going to happen. Vashek and Ooms have been on the front for 140k, and there's only a little bit of climbing left to do.
The finish line is getting close. The riders have just passed the 15 kilometers road sign.
Let's see, the big attack's trying to come. 9 riders now off the front. And some of those are guys who do win the stages. They are the contenders, but they're trying to get it via break instead of take my guys head on down to 12k. And now we've got a 33-man peloton as we get in there. Owen on the flat, so we'll take it easy for now, but he's about to step it up. I think I'm going to try to use him up over the top of this first climb and use Bartha over the second.
Now just 10 kilometers left.
See, the riders are actually even coming back at us as we go over the top of this one. And Ooms did not use himself up on that, so we'll use him on to the next. Little secondary one there. When we turn this corner, that's that last big uphill with 7k to
The
go.
group is slowly thinning out due to such a frantic pace.
Alright, here we go, Owen. Get us halfway up at least. Bartha is going to attack it a bit harder. It's 5k to go, so he's going to attack pretty hard over the top. And you can see just the damage it's done as we split off half the group in doing so. Narvaez, get you ready to go. Bartha is going to be able to push 22 or so riders now. Left with a chance. We're going to attack this downhill pretty hard. Hopefully they don't fall. One more climb to go. Oh, we're already on it. Now we're just talking about sprint train, lead out. Bartha pulling the guys along. Narvaez, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Oh, 1-2. 1-2. Yes.
Well, nobody can
all right, all right.
Well deserved.
Narvaez and Bartha go 1-2.
We're waiting for the tail enders who continue to arrive.
Owen's still up there. 15th. Alright, well there's one race of a busy week in the books. 40 kilometers left to go. And we're in a 3-day stage race here. As Iking moves to the front again, you'll see why here in just a second. 96 points. He's taken first over the top of all but one climb, and he took second over the top of that one today. He is a bit tired. He will not last all the way to the end, but he's very well on his way to a KOM jersey with 5k to go to the top of this Cat 1. Last time, it's not the last time we go over, but it's the last time we go over at 4 points. As we're down to 3k. This is the CCC Tour. 3 stages in this one. The official Hills stage.
This climb is feared by many riders. The percentages are very high.
Come on, Iking. Start moving up. There you go. Okay. Easy, easy. There you go. Peloton already down now to 32 riders. It's been at 33 for a long time. We just lost one more off the back over the top there. So we're already getting down to a pretty elite group. And a lot of that has been Iking, working each climb, and then resting on the descent, and then working the climb again. And he continues to accumulate points there. So the last 2 climbs for him for the day. So he just gets over the top of first on that one. He's got 118 points now. And he's somehow off the front. But there you go. They pull him back in. He is very much tired now, though. So let's use his gel. Oh. And pace overall starting to do some damage. Let's get these guys all set. And then Iking, it's 2K to go to the top for him. I actually just tried to put him in a breakaway initially to ease pressure on the team. That was my intent. I've got the favorites. And as a result, having those favorites, I figured that it was going to be... Ooh, he's actually getting off the front. That's good because he's out of energy here. He's not going to go over the top first this time. He'll still get points. Second or third, 126 now is the total, and he is done. The other guy's ready to go, and this next time over this climb, they will be attacking without Iking. Iking will not be involved, so we're down to 13K. And let's get those guys set. Now, there will be some climbs, so Koos could be our guy. Evenepoel certainly could be our guy, but he's not the most fit. So let's go like this. That. And Mater. And Mater's looking really good today. So we use Mater's gel. Mater's already right here near the front. Give him a good hard acceleration here in just a little bit. I want to get a little steeper than our 1.2% gradient right now that we have. As we go underneath a windmill there. Okay, it's starting to ramp up. Let's bring it to the front. Again, just 30 riders now. Multi's gel.
The riders are going through a very tough portion with
Okay, here we go. We are definitely into it now, and Mater's gonna push. See, Iking's struggling to hang on. $23 riders now. $20. Try to give him a chance to grab onto the back end there. Nope. Don't take out Evenepoel. $12 riders going over the top. Evenepoel's gel kicking in. Koos ready to go. 10 riders is it. McNulty out of energy. Evenepoel not the sprinter. Koos is. Mater might even be even better, and he is still here. And actually he is, but in terms of the climbing ability, Koos is kind of the guy I would rather go for. So why don't I move Mater up a spot? McNulty, you're going to give me a 99 for a second as these guys change order, and there you go. 4K to go. Evenepoel. How much downhill is this? Right now it's fairly steep. McNulty, as you recover ever so slightly, try to get on the back, not get dropped. Evenepoel, give us a lead out here. $2.5K to go, still downhill, 2K to go. Okay, he's going to give his sprint. And Gino Mater. About everybody. Ooh, Mater! Mater just got a good run there. Woo. Okay, Mater takes the win. Geralnik second. Koos takes third. McNulty fourth. And we've got a 10-man group here. Evenipol in ninth in there as well. And then we're definitely seeing splits. That was almost a minute to this group. And then we're going to see big gaps behind. 2 stages to go in this race. Kilometers left to go. We just pulled in the breakaway. And Iking a little bit out of position. He's got such a huge lead in that KOM, but I'd like to get some more points, but I can't seem to find a gap to get through for him at all. He's been blocked in this entire time. He's actually further back than where he was just a moment ago, but that's okay. We've got another one coming up here in just a moment. Peloton's down to 32 riders, so it's already shrunk. We've only got 2 climbs left on the day. It is looking like a small bunch sprint. Though that last climb, maybe. Things are actually coming back together. 5K to go to the top of the next KOM. All Category 3s today. That's why it's not affecting our standing. I'm going to use Iking to actually get forward this time. For the climb, I'd like to just pick up a few more points this time. Actually, why don't we just try and see what happens if we can go for a break? Will they let me get away? Because they did not let me get away previously. 20 seconds away. And they are trying to pull him back in. 13 seconds now. 9 seconds. Doing some damage to the peloton though. Ooh, a couple of riders now giving chase. One rider still there. He's been reeled in. It's 30 seconds to the front now. Did shrink the peloton a bit. Ooh, Mater and McNulty behind on a split. Stage 3 is technically a hill stage as well. However, it's much more for climbers than a typical hill stage. Iking still off the front, by the way. Just cruising along, half a minute ahead. Actually, I'd like to use him for a lead out for that next climb. Speaking of, let's try to get these 4 at least set. If we do catch Iking, he'll take over at the front. So we're looking at one single climb. Mater's got the race lead and a little more speed. Goose, McNulty, and Evenipol playing an almost domestique role, which is strange for him. Nearly caught Iking.
"15 kilometers to the finish line."
Okay, I'm tempted to use his gel now, but it's still not quite there. 13 seconds. So Iking's just about to get caught, and this little uphill is actually hurting him. Use his gel now. He actually recovers slightly through there. Back out to 30 seconds, but out of energy now, so time to just kind of cruise at 99. "21 seconds. 10K. Evenipol.
10 kilometers left.
Start your acceleration here. Get to the front. 13 seconds. Sorry, Iking. We're going to just leave you in the dust here. We're the ones who actually just reeled you in. Okay. Alright, he's got a little bit left, but I'm going to just send him to the back. And we're going to use McNulty now.
It's survival of the fittest, and evolution doesn't seem to favor those in the
If we're lucky, these guys are going to do too much damage to themselves. Mendez does get off the front here slightly. 6K to go, and we're about to hit the top. Ooh, hello, Mater did not keep contact with Koos. It's back together. There you go, Mater. Get back up there.
The riders are entering the last 5 kilometers of the stage.
Mater, Benapole. Just about there. McNulty, 2.7K.
And the final sprint is off. Who's going to be the first to the line?
16 riders are all that's left. Koos giving us a lead out. Getting us inside the final K for Mater. Full sprint now. Koos still in a good position. Can we get another 1-2? Mater 1. Koos 2. We did it twice. Imhoff third. McNulty, Venipol, both in the top 10. Just 8 riders there. But the next 7, small gap, 20 seconds. Not sure they're going to give that, as it just happened right at the end. But after that, we've got some gaps. Over a minute to these guys. Iking heading down the road. Let's bring him up. And sprint. Comes through that group to the head. 27th on the stage. We'll take a glance at the standings this time to see where we're at with one stage left to go. Like I said, stage number 3. A lot more climbing on that stage, even though it's still classified as a hill stage. So this is far from decided with one stage left to go. Meanwhile, we did have another race, which Narvaez won. Another punchy one. One-day classic. So Mater, 10 seconds clear of Koos. Hinik, 14 down. Imhoff, 16 down. Mendez, McNulty, Venipol. Top 10, still the same guys. There's that next group on the stage. Yeah, they gave same time through the 16 riders. That doesn't surprise me. That group at a minute down. Yeah, no surprises in there anywhere. Iking, a lot of points, huge lead. Mater, a large lead. And it could still take it on stage 3 if they win the stage. And a healthy lead there as well. Breakaway has 2 minutes 40 seconds ahead. There's 7 riders. You can see it's all centered on a couple teams having multiple riders in that group. Because of that, we've had to have Iking at the front once again. And as promised, with 72K to go, you can see 4 back-to-back-to-back climbs plus a finishing steep climb. That is going to diminish the group greatly. Looks like we go over one climb, and then we're going to loop over the same climb twice in between, and then we're going to go back over this first climb, but we're going to go back over in reverse. Now we're already starting to go uphill here, and have been for a while. We've got 9K to go to the top. Other teams now supporting that chase, but I've been debating on trying to have some fun with this one versus just going for the win. It's nice to go for the win. Like to go for the win. I'm tempted to just go for the win. but I'm also tempted to try and form a breakaway and shatter the field behind me. I mean, there's only 56 riders left in the peloton, 7 in the break. It's not like it's a large group. Anyway, we've really diminished the size of the field in this one. Still 240 down, 4K to go to the top.
The pack is increasing its work rate. Some teams can't be happy with the breakaway.
2.5 minutes. We've got 3K. I want iKing to come forward. Now. Effort. Just go effort. 2K. Points aren't there. But we need to start pulling that time back in. So what can you do here in this last little bit as we go over the top?
There we go. That's 2/3 of the
Okay,
race
when the
behind 'em.
descent really begins, we'll have iKing back off for now, though, trying to give chase. The lead's down to 2 minutes, so we pulled back 40 seconds here. And let's go ahead and get into recovery mode for him. Hopefully this doesn't explode all of a sudden. And it kind of is. Nobody else is bothering to give any sort of chase right now. And this is why I was thinking about trying to go off on my own. Trying a 5-man break with teamwork. Because otherwise, I'm doing all the work myself anyway. Okay, 5K to the summit. This is the steeper. Yes, it is. Of the climbs. Here's the steepest part.
Riders are going through a very tough
And
process.
I've got a 3-man break.
10%.
McNulty.
Uh-oh, the gap is
Nope,
widening.
didn't
It's now
hold.
more than 2 minutes. The peloton seems content to let it grow.
Mater needs to start accelerating here. Don't leave yourself in a Venipole behind so easily. There you go. 50 riders left. 1K to the top. We're going to catch this little group and iKing. Get some points on this one.
Oh, the list of those left behind goes on rising.
And we just split the peloton down to 22 for now. iKing still out there. Let him recover some, but otherwise, I think we're going to 4-man group this thing and go from there. Now, Mater's going to just take the ride. He's not quite as strong as the other guys. And as he's in the race lead. Oh, hold on. You guys all need... Set 99's here. Okay, Koos. Okay, everybody's going to get behind iKing. Almost to the bottom. 2 minutes, still the gap at the front. keep losing what we gain anytime we take a break off the front. So Iking, this is going to be the end of the line for you, I think. This climb will be your last of this race. At least with the main group anyway. So let's bring the team forward. 6K to go. Here's that turn. Don't hit the banners. 5K to go. $4K to go. Iking's not going to last all the way to the top. I was kind of hoping he would.
This climb is feared by many riders. The percentages are very high.
Okay, Venipul. 0.3. Iking dropped. And we've got a group of 12 chasing the final 2 riders off the front. Now a group of 9 chasing.
Watch out, a team leader is falling behind. A rider just launched an attack.
You call that an attack? Can't even get up beside me. 22K to go. And again, I've got my 4 riders here. I don't want to use everything right away. There you go. Breakaway is caught. Slow this back down. Venipul's going to go to the rear here in a second. I'll at least have my chain. Now McNulty to take a turn. Turn the heat up a little bit more. Gap behind us getting bigger. 12 riders trying to chase, but they're over a minute behind. Ooh, Venipul, I might have pushed him a little too hard. It looks like he is going to get dropped.
Only 15 kilometers left.
So we'll drop McNulty to third wheel. Kusa turn here. Venipul fading. And he's out. 10 riders now off the front. 9 riders. Silva's dropped. Ferrari dropped. Imhoff dropped. Uh-oh, McNulty. McNulty just got dropped too. Didn't expect that. But there you go. Koos and Mader about to go over the top. Oh, come on, Mater. Come on, Mater. Don't get dropped. Ah, Koos is going to go alone. Stronger together, guys. Stronger together. But it's going to have to be. That's a big gap for Koos.
Only 10 kilometers left. Falling behind. A team leader is falling behind.
Minute 13. Wow, Koos has a huge lead right now. 7K to go. Okay, that final climb, very steep, but it's also very short. The downhill gets less severe here. We're officially into the flat now. Oh, no, hang in there. Hang in there. Mader, McNulty, In the second group on the road, it's 5 riders. They're a minute and a half behind Koos.
The riders are in a portion above 10%.
Okay, 700 meters. He's on his own. Now, for these two, Mater's in the lead overall for the race, so McNulty needs to be the lead-out guy. So McNulty, lead Mater, because there's Koos. Tiago Machado, Brandao catching him. Koos is fading here.
Who's going to be the first of the line today?
Come on, McNulty. Give me your sprint. Don't let Machado win this race. Stage, yes, is fine, but okay, it's only 10 seconds. McNulty, 16 seconds. We're okay. Koos and Mater.
The tail enders are still coming in.
Venipol. Get your acceleration on here, buddy. 400 meters. This is very steep. Sprint. 9th place on the stage. So he recovered a bit there. Viking, the last one left, 3K to go. Start going forward. You are not a hills guy, so this is going to be difficult for you. So we'll just go full effort. Still 37th. Alright, let's see those final standings. I think we hung on. Machado takes the stage, but I'm pretty sure we've still got a 1-2, and Mater maybe 4. Not Mater. McNulty maybe 4. I think Machado might be up to 3rd. Hopefully that's the case on this one. They gave him a 12-second gap. Okay, Koos 20, Mater 20. Venipol 3:16 in 9th. Whoa! No! What? He got the overall? What happened to the gaps on the previous ones? Mater was 20 seconds clear. He was 20 seconds down, and then there's time bonus to Machado. There you go. Dang it! I thought we still had it. I suppose not. You know what? I thought it was only 6 seconds. I thought it was 6 seconds to McNulty, and I thought it was about 10 or 12 to these guys. Boy, I miscalculated that. I thought watching it live, it was only 6 and 12 seconds. So we get 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Tiago Machado. That's a good rider, though. That is a very good rider. So we don't get the overall, but we are all over the top 10. It still ends up being a good race, but would have been better. We get the KOM. We crushed the under 25s and the team competition. And our names are everywhere except for in first place at the end. So that part's a little disappointing. That's still an outstanding result. And we continue to just pile on points this season with a lot of... We're dominating Continental, and then Continental Pro, we're always right there, right in it. And this is with a bunch of riders that are 71, 72. Imagine what'll happen when I've got a bunch of guys that are 74, 75, 76 next season, or at least a few of them anyway. Still 15th. Continuing to climb up there. That's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. And remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my Road to the Record. Bye for now.